Welcome everybody to the world according to Mr. Rule. My name is Mr. Rule. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, having a great day out there. Hey, look, I have a quick episode. I want to talk to you a real discussion, a real topic that I talked about before on one of my previous episodes in regards to a conversation me and one of my business partner, one of my close buddies, we were talking about in regards to taking care of business. I remember a long time ago, and a lot of you should remember. Excuse me, when your parents always told you, you think you know, but you really don't know. Those what ifs. We always thought we knew more than what we did, and because we always thought we were smart. We really didn't know until we got to that point in life. So, teenagers, yeah, I'm talking to you. So listen to your parents, because now we are. We are older, we're adults. So those stories, there are those stories that our parents used to tell us. Just because you think you know, you really don't know yet. So I want to talk about those what ifs. What ifs, those things that happen in life as we get older. So before I go any further, I want to let you know these are the views according to Mr. Brew and Mr. Brew only. So if you have any issues or problems with what I'm talking about, my viewpoints, it's my show. You don't have to watch it, but of course I want you to watch it. I'm glad you do. But again, I don't want to take no offense to everybody, to anyone out there. But again, I want to talk real to you. So I'm going to keep it short as sweet as I can. But let's talk about real life. Real life happens. Well, personally with me and my testimony, everything is great. You get to a certain point in life, you meet that loved one and things look good. You have the family, the house and the picket fence, but then things happen, such as divorce, I was unfortunate to go through one. And it was a hard time in your life, in my life, to be more personal, but it was a difficult time. But the most challenging times during that time, the most challenging event during that time was financial events. Man, just the things that happened and occurred after those things that you have to take care of, especially if because you're so caught up in other things that are happening, and you just kind of lose. A lot of us lose mind, and I know I lose focus, and I know I did. So I was drowning in debt. And this was a long time ago, but again, you start drowning in debt and don't know how to get out of it. So one of the things that I was introduced to back then by a friend and colleague of mine was, hey, I know going to an attorney is very expensive, because for a bankruptcy, man, that was like $1,500 something dollars, man. And who has an extra $1,500 just laying around? So he said, have you ever thought about a legal plan? And I was like, a legal plan? I said, yeah. And he said, yeah, it's similar to a healthcare plan. I was like, yeah. So I looked into that, and what do what do you know? That legal plan was awesome, for me, and really saved me a lot of time, effort, but most importantly, money. So I'm just telling you right now, if you don't have that, please look into that. Another issue much later on in my life, came up, which was real talk, was something that happened dear to me, and that was the death of my daughter's mother. And man, that was hit, that hit hard. She passed away from cancer. Cancer's a mother. Cancer's a mother. But when that happens, man, you lose someone that was part of your life. And my wife was a really good friend of mine. Went through some things, but she was a really good friend of mine. And to have your daughter's, or your child's mother pass is something very, very dear. So you got to really, think about some things. So, excuse me, the thing that was on my mind was, now that I am sole parent, and when I mean sole parent, I'm sole parent, how to make sure that my daughter is taken care of just in case anything happens to me. So I heavily got into developing and creating a living will and trust. And again, the same thing happened. I was like, I know going to an attorney was very expensive. I need just to do a will was like, I think the minimum was like, 1,000, 1,000 or more. And again, who has that type of money just laying around, especially if you have things tied up in other things. So again, I look back towards the legal plan, and sure enough, it was part of it. And I'm telling you right now, it was amazing how simplified it was. All you had to do was come with the necessary documents that you needed. But now I have a peace of mind taking care of that, my things. Um, Asks all the things that you work towards, work hard towards for your family, whether it's your child, your son. For me, it was my daughter, or mother, anybody that's in your family. That the things that you worked hard for are protected, and you have to worry about probate if you have a house, or the courts coming in and siblings arguing over this and that. No, I have everything taken care of. So honestly, the real talk, if you out there spending money, especially if you're a man, if you're a guy, if you're out there going out balling and doing all this other stuff, and which is fun, but if you're not taking care of your business, especially if you have a child or children or a family, that if anything happens to you, um, you know, what's going to happen? If anything happens to you, who's going to take care of all the expenses? Who's going to, where are your things going to, where are your things going to go? So think about those things. So it's a very touchy situation. So, but it's not even for those who have families. It's for those who don't, and they're working hard. I don't care what you have. It could be a PlayStation. It could be anything that you worked hard towards, a car, vehicle that you have in your possession, and you want to protect it. Think about those things. It's real talk. Contact me. We can talk more about that. I go about and help and assist people with resources that may be available for them at an affordable cost. But again, this is not about selling anything. This is really about me and my testimony and how it's helped me. So if you are serious about protecting your family, your future, and the things that you've worked hard for, and just making sure everybody's protected in some form or fashion, let me know. Go to my website. Contact me on my email address here at The World According to Mr. Rue. You can contact me on my page. I look forward to hearing from you. Hey, I'm just trying to be as real as possible and share some information. God bless. I love you all out there. Look forward to speaking with you.